This is another hobby engine toy I got. This is my front end loader. It's supposed to be 1/14 scale. It's on my RC 4-wheel drive little boy trailer here. It can lift quite high. There's an articulation in the center. I don't really care for it too much because it goes too slow for turning. So when you're driving around the house, you just can't steer it because it goes too slow. It has lights on it. It's using a 2.4 Spektrum transmitter. It has little steering wheel controls inside there, little levers. See, it's almost the width of the trailer, a Tamiya trailer. See, this is for the old style FM antenna. It doesn't have it, so it's missing. It has a light for the Spektrum receiver. This is how you bind it. You push down the binding button when you're matching it. It has backup lights, or brake lights. Let's see if I can turn them on. I have to put it in reverse. It has two lights, one here for forward. They get brighter faster you go, so it's off the controls. See, if you look inside the cab here, you can see the little controls and stuff like that. It has mirrors. It's a really nice scaled model. I like this because the color and stuff, it looks like it's actually made out of metal, but it's actually out of plastic. Has little vents in here to cool off the electronics. It's a direct drive. Oh, this one here has a differential. Never mind. I had one of these. I thought it had a locked drive in it. Must be one of the other ones. But this is not locked. It has a diff in there. Has all the arm mechanism here. Has nice looking tires. The tires they're hard plastic with like a rubber outside covering kind of deal. So you can lift it up. It's just a covering, but it's hard plastic. This is the only problem I really have most in everything. This thing can't dump right. Because how this is all set up in here. They did a horrible job to design it. Because you can't lower this thing down. When you lift it, see, now you can dump it. That's it for dumping, but if you head back down with it, it automatically over centers, goes back the opposite direction. So now you have to lift, close the bucket to actually lower it. So you have to use the opposite button. And now it drops it. Now so you leave it, it's open and you get to the top. So it's somewhat all backwards. And it works good for dumping and stuff, but I'm not too happy with it because it doesn't work. The controls go reverse. As soon as you go down with it, the bucket controls go backwards, and as soon as you get to the bottom, they're backwards, and you get to the top, you got to use it in the opposite direction because it over centers up here. So now we got the bucket fully closed. Then you lower the thing down. It dumps the bucket. So now if you're down here, you got to actually go the opposite way with it. For dumping it to lift the bucket. So you get to here, now you got to reverse it. That's my biggest problem is steering. It goes a little slow, but it's really powerful, so it doesn't have problems with that. And that's about it. I mean, the rest of this thing just looks really good for scale-wise. It has all the paint, it has little grooves, little doors. The back of it actually has little fins in the back here. Rechargeable battery it comes with. I got a couple of them here. It's a nickel metal hydrate, 800 milliamps, 4.8 volts. It comes with charger, comes with that battery, and I think you just have to put batteries in here if I remember right. Not too bad. See, this is what I was talking about. The tires are just outside rubber. That's it. Besides that, if you're looking for scale stuff, that's what I'm trying to go for. It's not a bad looking little loader. Has a little ladder back there. So I'll go set the camera up in the other room and you guys can see how fast it goes. I'll run around the kitchen a little bit. The popping is that the steering turning all the way in one direction. It's a safety mechanism. See, that's what I was saying, the steering's really slow to respond. And the bucket just confuses me. The controls go backwards when you go from bottom to top. You get to the top, you gotta reverse the controls on the opposite side. So it's a little, once you start figuring it out, it's okay. I use these things just for models, so I'm not gonna be using them to dig or anything. Let me see what the height is of the bucket here. So you want to look at the pivoting points about there. It's about 8 inches. Yeah, I would say 8 inches. That'll go inside of a trailer. Apparently there's supposed to be a bigger one. And I look online, they say there is a bigger one. As soon as I start hunting for it, people list it as like 1/10 scale. But you do the math, get the specs, and you put the specs in the Google search, you convert it from metric to inches, you realize it's the exact same size as this one. So I haven't bought the 1/10 scale because all the measurements come out as for this scale, the 1/14. So I don't want to spend $100 and something ordering it from another country to find out it's the exact same piece of equipment. The bucket is about 7 1/4 inches wide. Altogether, I think this is supposed to be 21 inches long from one end to the other. I think so anyhow. Back there. Yeah, it's supposed to be 21, but the bucket's up. Yeah, it's 21 inches. So all together, it doesn't look that bad. That's the whole reason I was really excited when I got it out and I got to see the color of it. It's actually, I don't know if the camera is going to give the right color, but it actually looks like it's made out of metal. But it's actually plastic. So it's a great scale one. I think these are same. They're around the same park. I think they're around $100. So different sellers sell them for different prices. They got one with a white cab. I believe the one with the white cab is the old style FM one. The one without the white cab, I believe, is a Spectrum. But always see this truck here. It's not hiccuping. I got the other ones. If you watch the videos with the antennas, they sit there jerking and stuff. That's because the interference just inside the house. So I would recommend, if you're not going to change anything, spend the extra $20 and get the Spectrum ones. They're, I think, 80 and then 60, you know, or 80 and 100. So that's pretty much why there's a difference in price. So hopefully this helps somebody else out there if you're thinking about buying this for your collection. I'm going to do another video with the one with the front log loader. That one is really nice. It can actually load the Tamiya trailers and stuff with the log loader one. So the lights come on when you run just up and down on the scoop, not for tilting. Tilting doesn't do anything. Neither does steering. So up and down, lights the lights up. Forward lights the forward lights up. and backing up lights the rear ones up.